So we're all ready to make our coconut ginger quinoa. And quinoa is a complete protein. It has 6 grams of protein per quarter cup. So if you're wondering, where am I going to get my protein if I'm only going to have veggies with it, you can add an extra protein if you want. You can do shrimp, chicken, whatever you want, but we're doing it vegan. And I have a really nice tri-colored quinoa, red, golden, and black. So I'm going to use 1 cup of the quinoa, and I'm also going to use 1 cup of the coconut milk. So I'm just going to pour 1 cup in here. I shook up the can. So 1 cup of coconut milk into my pot. And 1 cup of vegetable stock, which I already had in the freezer, so I just defrosted it. So 2 to 1, just like rice. Sometimes I use a little bit less of the liquid. Sometimes I use a 1 3/4 cups, but this time I think because the coconut milk is thicker, I'm going to use 1 cup of each. So I'm just going to let that heat up with my ginger. I use a lot of ginger. You don't have to use this much. It's probably about 1/3 of a cup, but I'm going to put all my ginger in. Heat up my liquid, and then when my liquid is almost to the boil, I'm going to put my quinoa in, turn my heat down to a simmer, and put a lid on. And then the leftover coconut milk we'll just use for something else. You can use it in an ice cream. We'll do that later, but just put it in a container and save it for later. So my ginger coconut quinoa is done. I put 1 cup of coconut milk, 1 cup of veggie stock, let that come to a simmer. Then I put in and I also put in my ginger in the beginning. And then I put my quinoa in, turn down the heat, let it simmer for 20 minutes with a lid on. And now and then I let it sit. After I turned it off and took it off the heat, I let it sit for another 10 minutes. So here it is. It does have chunks of ginger in it, so you can always make the ginger smaller. I like the chunks, so you can puree that. And then I have you can puree the ginger, that is. Then I have my beautiful veggies right here. So I have my grilled beets, my grilled orange and yellow carrots, my orange, yellow, and red pepper, my trumpet mushrooms, and I have yellow squash and zucchini. So I'm just going to, all I'm going to do is dice this up, mix it in with my coconut ginger quinoa when I'm ready, and that's it. Super easy. Antioxidants with the ginger and the turmeric and the curry, anti-inflammatory, super healthy, protein in the quinoa, B vitamins. Go to your produce aisle. This is what's going to help build your immunity. Vegetables, whole grains, fruits. That's what's going to work. So go out and explore new vegetables, get yourself healthy to fight whatever's going to come your way. And I hope you enjoy this recipe. And this is going to be my lunch for the week. And thank you for joining me. The grilled vegetables that I made earlier were curried vegetables. Unfortunately, my video didn't tape, so I'm just going to recap what I did. So I cut up the trumpet mushrooms, the golden beets, the yellow squash, the zucchini, an orange pepper, like half an orange pepper, half a red pepper, and half a yellow pepper, and 1 orange carrot and 1 yellow carrot. And I just sliced those up, and just like I did the other grilled vegetables, I used about 1/4 cup of avocado oil because it has a higher smoking point. And I happened to have pomegranate vinegar, so I used about 1/2 cup of that and about 2 teaspoons of curry powder. You don't have to use pomegranate vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar, white distilled vinegar, white balsamic, whatever vinegar that you want to use. You can use that. Those are the ones I suggest. And sometimes you just have to add a little bit more of the olive oil and the vinegar, depending on if you have enough for the marinade to dip all your veggies in. So that's what I used. I did curry vegetables over the coconut ginger quinoa, and it was delicious. So I just wanted to recap what I used, and I hope you try it and enjoy it. Thank you.